For this exercise, I'd like you to find a space where you can move and you won't be distracted. Remember, you don't have to see the video for these exercises, so you could just go ahead, move away, and get ready to move. Once you find your open space, I want you to shake out a hand, shake out another hand, shake out your shoulders, shake out your legs, really get yourself loose, and start to walk around your room. As you're walking, think about the character that you are going to develop first. Think about that character's feet, their legs, their torso, their hands, their face, and go ahead and take that character on layer by layer. I'm going to count down from 10, and by the time I get to 1, I want you to be fully moving as your character. Ready? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I want you to think about the time when this character first met your main character. Where could that have taken place? And remember, you're going to make a choice right now, but you can always change your mind later. So think about the setting, think about what the characters were doing, and I want you to find one frozen pose that will be a great example of what this character was doing in that moment. Ready? 3, 2, 1, freeze. Now, while your body's in this position, I want you just to let the moment play out a little bit in your mind. Take a second, think about how did it start, what happened in the middle, and what happened in the end. Nicely done. Stay in character. Move to a different place in the room. You have 5 counts to get there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I want you to think of a time when this character felt sad. Something happened that made them feel sad. It could have related to your main character, or it might have just been something on their own. What are the kinds of things that make them feel not just a little bit sad, but very sad? And think about where your character might have been, what they were doing, and we're going to make another frozen pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, freeze. Now again, play the scene out in your mind. You have a beginning, middle, and end. Go ahead. Nicely done. Now, I want you to move away from that space, move to an opposite side of the room. You have 5 counts to get there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that you're in this new space, I want you to think of a time when this character had a great surprise. Again, this could relate to your main character, or it could be something that's just for this specific character. Where were they? What surprised them, and was it a good surprise or a bad surprise? You get to choose. And we're gonna strike a frozen pose of ourselves in that moment. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you have 3 moments so far. You have a meeting moment, you have a sad moment, and you have a surprise moment. Now we're gonna do 2 more moments. And in these 2 moments, one of them is going to be a moment that you think you need to know about this character. That's a moment that does not have to do with your main character. That's the next one we're going to do. So walk across the room to a different spot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've thought of some things that this character might feel or believe about the world, maybe something that's just a really crucial memory for them. I want you to think of what that could be. It could be a good moment, it could be a bad moment, and you're going to strike a pose of your character in that setting, in that moment. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, freeze. And now play through in your mind the beginning, middle, and end of that moment. And as you do, think about how your character assigns significance to this moment. What do they think about this moment? Here we go. Nice. And finally, we're going to move across the room to one more spot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now that we're in this new spot, what I'd like you to do is I would like for you to think of a time that was meaningful between this character and your main character. You already had the meeting moment, but I want a different moment. So a time that was meaningful in a good way or a bad way, all right? Think about what that is, and you're gonna strike your pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now in your mind, play through that beginning, middle, and end. Nicely done. So you've explored one character through this exercise. You can always go back and get to know somebody else if you would like.